the new god of meditation, the new gods of meditation, the new god of meditation, the new goddess of meditation, the new goddesses of meditation, the new goddess of meditation, the old god of meditation, the old gods of meditation, the old god of meditation, the old goddess of meditation, the old goddesses of meditation, the old goddess of meditation, the greater god of meditation, the greater gods of meditation, the greater god of meditation, the greater goddess of meditation, the greater goddesses of meditation, the greater goddess of meditation, the lesser god of meditation, the lesser gods of meditation, the lesser god of meditation, the lesser goddess of meditation, the lesser goddesses of meditation, the lesser goddess of meditation, the higher god of meditation, the higher gods of meditation, the higher god of meditation, the higher goddess of meditation, the higher goddesses of meditation, the higher goddess of meditation, the lower god of meditation, the lower gods of meditation, the lower god of meditation, the lower goddess of meditation, the lower goddesses of meditation, the lower goddess of meditation, the greater spirit of meditation, the greater spirits of meditation, the greater spirit of meditation, the lesser spirit of meditation, the lesser spirits of meditation, the lesser spirit of meditation, the higher spirit of meditation, the higher spirits of meditation, the higher spirit of meditation, the lower spirit of meditation, the lower spirits of meditation, the lower spirit of meditation, the major god of meditation, the major gods of meditation, the major god of meditation, the major goddess of meditation, the major goddesses of meditation, the major goddess of meditation, the minor god of meditation, the minor gods of meditation, the minor god of meditation, the minor goddess of meditation, the minor goddesses of meditation, the minor goddess of meditation, the superior god of meditation, the superior gods of meditation, the superior god of meditation, the superior goddess of meditation, the superior goddesses of meditation, the superior goddess of meditation, the inferior god of meditation, the inferior gods of meditation, the inferior god of meditation, the inferior goddess of meditation, the inferior goddesses of meditation, the inferior goddess of meditation, the ancestor god of meditation, the ancestor gods of meditation, the ancestor god of meditation, the ancestor goddess of meditation, the ancestor goddesses of meditation, the ancestor goddess of meditation, the ascendant god of meditation, the ascendant gods of meditation, the ascendant god of meditation, the ascendant goddess of meditation, the ascendant goddesses of meditation, the ascendant goddess of meditation, the descendant god of meditation, the descendant gods of meditation, the descendant god of meditation, the descendant goddess of meditation, the descendant goddesses of meditation, the descendant goddess of meditation, the transcendent god of meditation, the transcendent gods of meditation, the transcendent god of meditation, the transcendent goddess of meditation, the transcendent goddesses of meditation, the transcendent goddess of meditation, the past god of meditation, the past gods of meditation, the past god of meditation, the past goddess of meditation, the past goddesses of meditation, the past goddess of meditation, the present god of meditation, the present gods of meditation, the present god of meditation, the present goddess of meditation, the present goddesses of meditation, the present goddess of meditation, the future god of meditation, the future gods of meditation, the future god of meditation, the future goddess of meditation, the future goddesses of meditation, the future goddess of meditation, the authentic god of meditation, the authentic gods of meditation, the authentic god of meditation, the authentic goddess of meditation, the authentic goddesses of meditation, the authentic goddess of meditation, the synthetic god of meditation, the synthetic gods of meditation, the synthetic god of meditation, the synthetic goddess of meditation, the synthetic goddesses of meditation, the synthetic goddess of meditation, the progressive god of meditation, the progressive gods of meditation, the progressive god of meditation, the progressive goddess of meditation, the progressive goddesses of meditation, the progressive goddess of meditation, the regressive god of meditation, The regressive gods of meditation. The regressive god of meditation. The regressive goddess of meditation. The regressive goddesses of meditation. The regressive goddess of meditation. The ordinary god of meditation. The ordinary gods of meditation. The ordinary god of meditation. The ordinary goddess of meditation. The ordinary goddesses of meditation. The ordinary goddess of meditation. The extraordinary god of meditation. The extraordinary gods of meditation. The extraordinary god of meditation. The extraordinary goddess of meditation. The extraordinary goddesses of meditation. The extraordinary goddess of meditation. The static god of meditation. The static gods of meditation. The static god of meditation. The static goddess of meditation. The static goddesses of meditation. The static goddess of meditation. The dynamic god of meditation. The dynamic gods of meditation. The dynamic god of meditation. The dynamic goddess of meditation. The dynamic goddesses of meditation. The dynamic goddess of meditation. The land god of meditation. The land gods of meditation. The land god of meditation. The land goddess of meditation. The land goddesses of meditation. The land goddess of meditation. The sea god of meditation. The sea gods of meditation. The sea god of meditation. The sea goddess of meditation. The sea goddesses of meditation. The sea goddess of meditation. The sky god of meditation. The sky gods of meditation. The sky god of meditation. The sky goddess of meditation. The sky goddesses of meditation. The sky goddess of meditation. The god of meditation. The gods of meditation. The god of meditation. The goddess of meditation. The goddesses of meditation. The goddess of meditation. The half god of meditation. The half gods of meditation. The half god of meditation. The half goddess of meditation. The half goddesses of meditation. The half goddess of meditation. The vessel of meditation. The vessels of meditation. The vessel of meditation. The name of meditation. The names of meditation. The name of meditation. The person of meditation. The persons of meditation. The person of meditation. The persona of meditation. The personas of meditation. The persona of meditation. The personage of meditation. The personages of meditation. The personage of meditation. The personality of meditation. The personalities of meditation. The personality of meditation. The personification of meditation. The personifications of meditation. The personification of meditation. The image of meditation. The images of meditation. The image of meditation. The imagination of meditation. The imaginations of meditation. The imagination of meditation. The belief of meditation. The beliefs of meditation. The belief of meditation. The thought of meditation. The thoughts of meditation. The thought of meditation. The word of meditation. The words of meditation. The word of meditation. The action of meditation. The actions of meditation. The action of meditation. The reaction of meditation. The reactions of meditation. The reaction of meditation. The feeling of meditation. The feelings of meditation. The feeling of meditation. The situation of meditation. The situations of meditation. The situation of meditation. The circumstance of meditation. The circumstances of meditation. The circumstance of meditation. The environment of meditation. The environments of meditation. The environment of meditation. The relationship of meditation. The relationships of meditation. The relationship of meditation. The number of meditation. The numbers of meditation. The number of meditation. The formula of meditation. The formulas of meditation. The formula of meditation. The equation of meditation. The equations of meditation. The equation of meditation. The theory of meditation. The theories of meditation. The theory of meditation. The symbol of meditation. The symbols of meditation. The symbol of meditation. The color of meditation. The colors of meditation. The color of meditation. The thing of meditation. The things of meditation. The thing of meditation. The way of meditation. The ways of meditation. The way of meditation. The place of meditation. The places of meditation. The place of meditation. The time of meditation. The times of meditation. The time of meditation. The event of meditation. The events of meditation. The event of meditation. The result of meditation. The results of meditation. The result of meditation. The crown of meditation. The crowns of meditation. The crown of meditation. The throne of meditation. The thrones of meditation. The throne of meditation. The meditation king. The meditation kings. The meditation kingdom. The meditation kingdoms. The meditation king's subject. The meditation king's subjects. The meditation king's dominion. The meditation king's dominions. The kingdom of meditation. The kingdoms of meditation. The kingdom of meditation. The meditation queen. The meditation queens. The meditation queendom. The meditation queendoms. The meditation queen's subject. The meditation queen's subjects. The meditation queen's dominion. The meditation queen's dominions. The queendom of meditation. The queendoms of meditation. The queendom of meditation. The meditation prince. The meditation princes. The meditation princedom. The meditation princedoms. The meditation prince's subject. The meditation prince's subjects. The meditation prince's dominion. The meditation prince's dominions. The princedom of meditation. The princedoms of meditation. The princedom of meditation. The meditation princess. The meditation princesses. The meditation princessdom. The meditation princessdoms. The meditation princess's subject. The meditation princess's subjects. The meditation princess's dominion. The meditation princess's dominions. The princessdom of meditation. The princessdoms of meditation. The princessdom of meditation. The lord of meditation. The lords of meditation. The lord of meditation. The lordess of meditation. The lordesses of meditation. The lordess of meditation. The priest of meditation. The priests of meditation. The priest of meditation. The priestess of meditation. The priestesses of meditation. The priestess of meditation. The ritual of meditation. The rituals of meditation. The ritual of meditation. The shrine of meditation. The shrines of meditation. The shrine of meditation. The temple of meditation. The temples of meditation. The temple of meditation. The leader of meditation. The leaders of meditation. The leader of meditation. The follower of meditation. The followers of meditation. The follower of meditation. The natural substance of meditation. The natural substances of meditation. The natural substance of meditation. The supernatural substance of meditation. The supernatural substances of meditation. The supernatural substance of meditation. The temporal substance of meditation. The temporal substances of meditation. The temporal substance of meditation. The spiritual substance of meditation. The spiritual substances of meditation. The spiritual substance of meditation. The natural form of meditation. The natural forms of meditation. The natural form of meditation. The supernatural form of meditation. The supernatural forms of meditation. The supernatural form of meditation. The temporal form of meditation. The temporal forms of meditation. The temporal form of meditation. The spiritual form of meditation. The spiritual forms of meditation. The spiritual form of meditation. The age of meditation. The ages of meditation. The age of meditation. The era of meditation. The eras of meditation. The era of meditation. The awakener of meditation. The awakeners of meditation. The awakener of meditation. The awakening of meditation. The awakenings of meditation. The awakening of meditation. The realm of meditation. The realms of meditation. The realm of meditation. The dimension of meditation. The dimensions of meditation. The dimension of meditation. The zone of meditation. The zones of meditation. The zone of meditation. The frequency of meditation. The frequencies of meditation. The frequency of meditation. The century of meditation. The centuries of meditation. The century of meditation. The millennium of meditation. The millenniums of meditation. The millennium of meditation. The purpose of meditation. The purposes of meditation. The purpose of meditation. The meaning of meditation. The meanings of meditation. The meaning of meditation. The culture of meditation. The cultures of meditation. The culture of meditation. The demonstrator of meditation. The demonstrators of meditation. The demonstrator of meditation. The demonstration of meditation. The demonstrations of meditation. The demonstration of meditation. The manifester of meditation. The manifestors of meditation. The manifester of meditation. The manifestation of meditation. The manifestations of meditation. The manifestation of meditation. The presence of meditation. The presences of meditation. The presence of meditation. The glow of meditation. The glows of meditation. The glow of meditation. The goal of meditation. The goals of meditation. The goal of meditation. The plan of meditation. The plans of meditation. The plan of meditation. The book of meditation. The books of meditation. The book of meditation. The philosopher of meditation. The philosophers of meditation. The philosopher of meditation. The philosophy of meditation. The philosophies of meditation. The philosophy of meditation. The releaser of meditation. The releasers of meditation. The releaser of meditation. The release of meditation. The releases of meditation. The release of meditation. The variable of meditation. The variables of meditation. The variable of meditation. The cause of meditation. The causes of meditation. The cause of meditation. The effect of meditation. The effects of meditation. The effect of meditation. The journey of meditation. The journeys of meditation. The journey of meditation. The emergence of meditation. The emergences of meditation. The emergence of meditation. The source of meditation. The sources of meditation. The source of meditation. The originator of meditation. The originators of meditation. The originator of meditation. The origin of meditation. The origins of meditation. The origin of meditation. The forefather of meditation. The forefathers of meditation. The forefather of meditation. The foremother of meditation. The foremothers of meditation. The foremother of meditation. The ancestor of meditation. The ancestors of meditation. The ancestor of meditation. The descendant of meditation. The descendants of meditation. The descendant of meditation. The lineage of meditation. The lineages of meditation. The lineage of meditation. The heritage of meditation. The heritages of meditation. The heritage of meditation. The heir of meditation. The heirs of meditation. The heir of meditation. The co-heir of meditation. The co-heirs of meditation. The co-heir of meditation. The joint heir of meditation. The joint heirs of meditation. The joint heir of meditation. The dynasty of meditation. The dynasties of meditation. The dynasty of meditation. The force of meditation. The forces of meditation. The force of meditation. The law of meditation. The laws of meditation. The law of meditation. The pact of meditation. The pacts of meditation. The pact of meditation. The game of meditation. The games of meditation. The game of meditation. The mask of meditation. The masks of meditation. The mask of meditation. The armor of meditation. The armors of meditation. The armor of meditation. The sword of meditation. The swords of meditation. The sword of meditation. The shield of meditation. The shields of meditation. The shield of meditation. The force shield of meditation. The force shields of meditation. The force shield of meditation. The armored force shield of meditation. The armored force shields of meditation. The armored force shield of meditation. The champion of meditation. The champions of meditation. The champion of meditation. The guardian of meditation. The guardians of meditation. The guardian of meditation. The defender of meditation. The defenders of meditation. The defender of meditation. The protector of meditation. The protectors of meditation. The protector of meditation. The chant of meditation. The chants of meditation. The chant of meditation. The shape of meditation. The shapes of meditation. The shape of meditation. The cube of meditation. The cubes of meditation. The cube of meditation. The cuboid of meditation. The cuboids of meditation. The cuboid of meditation. The sphere of meditation. The spheres of meditation. The sphere of meditation. The spheroid of meditation. The spheroids of meditation. The spheroid of meditation. The prism of meditation. The prisms of meditation. The prism of meditation. The pyramid of meditation. The pyramids of meditation. The pyramid of meditation. The cylinder of meditation. The cylinders of meditation. The cylinder of meditation. The cone of meditation. The cones of meditation. The cone of meditation. The triangle of meditation. The triangles of meditation. The triangle of meditation. The circle of meditation. The circles of meditation. The circle of meditation. The semicircle of meditation. The semicircles of meditation. The semicircle of meditation. The square of meditation. The squares of meditation. The square of meditation. The rectangle of meditation. The rectangles of meditation. The rectangle of meditation. The parallelogram of meditation. The parallelograms of meditation. The parallelogram of meditation. The rhombus of meditation. The rhombuses of meditation. The rhombus of meditation. The trapezoid of meditation. The trapezoids of meditation. The trapezoid of meditation. The polygon of meditation. The polygons of meditation. The polygon of meditation. The pentagon of meditation. The pentagons of meditation. The pentagon of meditation. The hexagon of meditation. The hexagons of meditation. The hexagon of meditation. The septagon of meditation. The septagons of meditation. The septagon of meditation. The octagon of meditation. The octagons of meditation. The octagon of meditation. The nonagon of meditation. The nonagons of meditation. The nonagon of meditation. The decagon of meditation. The decagons of meditation. The decagon of meditation. The evolution of meditation. The evolutions of meditation. The evolution of meditation. The revolution of meditation. The revolutions of meditation. The revolution of meditation. The elemental art of meditation. The elemental arts of meditation. The elemental art of meditation. The elemental science of meditation. The elemental sciences of meditation. The elemental science of meditation. The elemental principle of meditation. The elemental principles of meditation. The elemental principle of meditation. The elemental technology of meditation. The elemental technologies of meditation. The elemental technology of meditation. The low elemental art of meditation. The low elemental arts of meditation. The low elemental art of meditation. The low elemental science of meditation. The low elemental sciences of meditation. The low elemental science of meditation. The low elemental principle of meditation. The low elemental principles of meditation. The low elemental principle of meditation. The low elemental technology of meditation. The low elemental technologies of meditation. The low elemental technology of meditation. The high elemental art of meditation. The high elemental arts of meditation. The high elemental art of meditation. The high elemental science of meditation. The high elemental sciences of meditation. The high elemental science of meditation. The high elemental principle of meditation. The high elemental principles of meditation. The high elemental principle of meditation. The high elemental technology of meditation. The high elemental technologies of meditation. The high elemental technology of meditation. The agent of meditation. The agents of meditation. The agent of meditation. The agency of meditation. The agencies of meditation. The agency of meditation. The amplifier of meditation. The amplifiers of meditation. The amplifier of meditation. The amplification of meditation. The amplifications of meditation. The amplification of meditation. The enhancer of meditation. The enhancers of meditation. The enhancer of meditation. The enhancement of meditation. The enhancements of meditation. The enhancement of meditation. The magnifier of meditation. The magnifiers of meditation. The magnifier of meditation. The magnification of meditation. The magnifications of meditation. The magnification of meditation. The influencer of meditation. The influencers of meditation. The influencer of meditation. The influence of meditation. The influences of meditation. The influence of meditation. The emanator of meditation. The emanators of meditation. The emanator of meditation. The emanation of meditation. The emanations of meditation. The emanation of meditation. The converger of meditation. The convergers of meditation. The converger of meditation. The convergence of meditation. The convergences of meditation. The convergence of meditation. The aura of meditation. The auras of meditation. the aura of meditation, the impression of meditation, the impressions of meditation, the impression of meditation, the intelligence of meditation, the intelligences of meditation, the intelligence of meditation, the sophistication of meditation, the sophistications of meditation, the sophistication of meditation, the genius of meditation, the geniuses of meditation, the genius of meditation, the polymath of meditation, the polymaths of meditation, the polymath of meditation, the psychic of meditation, the psychics of meditation, the psychic of meditation, the knowledge of meditation, the knowledges of meditation, the knowledge of meditation, the understanding of meditation, the understandings of meditation, the understanding of meditation, the wisdom of meditation, the wisdoms of meditation, the wisdom of meditation, the secret of meditation, the secrets of meditation, the secret of meditation, the mystery of meditation, the mysteries of meditation, the mystery of meditation, the revelation of meditation, the revelations of meditation, the revelation of meditation, the tactic of meditation, the tactics of meditation, the tactic of meditation, the strategy of meditation, the strategies of meditation, the strategy of meditation, the strength of meditation, the strengths of meditation, the strength of meditation, the might of meditation, the mights of meditation, the might of meditation, the power of meditation, the powers of meditation, the power of meditation, the authority of meditation, the authorities of meditation, the authority of meditation, the dominion of meditation, the dominions of meditation, the dominion of meditation, the rhythm of meditation, the rhythms of meditation, the rhythm of meditation, the melody of meditation, the melodies of meditation, the melody of meditation, the music of meditation, the musics of meditation, the music of meditation, the lyric of meditation, the lyrics of meditation, the lyric of meditation, the song of meditation, the songs of meditation, the song of meditation, the dance of meditation, the dances of meditation, the dance of meditation, the spirit of meditation, the spirits of meditation, the spirit of meditation, the soul of meditation, the souls of meditation, the soul of meditation, the body of meditation, the bodies of meditation, the body of meditation, the mark of meditation, the marks of meditation, the mark of meditation, the promise of meditation, the promises of meditation, the promise of meditation, the visionary of meditation, the visionaries of meditation, the visionary of meditation, the vision of meditation, the visions of meditation, the vision of meditation, the picture of meditation, the pictures of meditation, the picture of meditation, the sound of meditation, the sounds of meditation, the sound of meditation, the dung of meditation, the dungs of meditation, the dung of meditation, the language of meditation, the languages of meditation, the language of meditation, the communication of meditation, the communications of meditation, the communication of meditation, the people of meditation, the peoples of meditation, the people of meditation, the society of meditation, the societies of meditation, the society of meditation, the fortress of meditation, the fortresses of meditation, the fortress of meditation, the government of meditation, the governments of meditation, the government of meditation, the city of meditation, the cities of meditation, the city of meditation, the nation of meditation, the nations of meditation, the nation of meditation, the civilization of meditation, the civilizations of meditation, the civilization of meditation, the world of meditation, the worlds of meditation, the world of meditation,